All right, so fraction, decimal, percent conversions. So when you want to do a decimal as a fraction, you're going to read it and write it. So 33 hundredths, and then you would simplify. But since there's nothing in common between them, that's going to be your final answer. And when you write a fraction as a percent, you're going to divide your numerator by your denominator, and that's going to give you 0.4. And then to make it a percent, you're going to move it 2 places to the right. So that's going to give you 40%. So now decimal into percent, you're going to write it as you read it. So 125 thousandths. And then you're going to simplify that. No, sorry. To put a decimal as a percent, you're going to move it 2 places to the right. So this is going to be 12.5% from the next problem. When you write 1/8 as a percent, again, you're going to divide the numerator by the denominator. So you want to go to at least the hundreds place. So 8's going to go into 10 once. 8's going to get close to 20 twice. And if you go one more, you can actually end it at 5. And so you got with 1.125, move it 2 places to the right, and you're going to get that 12.5%. How do you write 15 hundredths as a percent? You move it 2 places to the right, so this is going to be 15%. How do you write 50% as a fraction in simplest form? So 50%. So percent's always out of 100, and then you're going to simplify them. So if you divide both by 10, then you would get 5 over 10. But you can actually keep simplifying those by dividing both by 5, and you're going to end up getting 1/2. How do you write 4/20 as a percent? You're going to divide 4 by 20. So you add your decimals and your zeros. 20 goes into 40 twice. And so you're left with 0.2. Move it 2 places to the right, and you're going to get 20%. How do you write 7% as a fraction? So 7% would be 7 over 100, and you would simplify it, which there's your answer. How do you write 89% as a decimal? To write a percent as a decimal, you're going to put a, I don't know why there was a decimal there. There shouldn't have been. You're going to put the decimal at the end of the number and move it 2 places to the right. So this is going to become 89 hundredths. And then, all right, for this one, they want to know if a television was reduced from 250 to 200, what percent was that? So you're going to set up your percent. So since we don't know our percent, you've got x over 100. The TV was 250, and now the new total is 200. So you're going to multiply straight across. So 250x times 200 times 100, because you're multiplying straight across. That's going to give you 20,000. And then once you divide your 20,000 by your 50, x is going to equal 80. But that's not your total percent, because that's just a number of it. So the real percent, you're going to take your 100 and subtract it from 80, because the percent is always out of 100. So it was reduced by 20%.